The true case of Vanessa Marcotte. In August 2016, the quiet Massachusetts town of Princeton, home to fewer than 4,000 people, was shaken by a brutal and senseless crime. Vanessa Teresa Marcotte, 27, was a bright, kind, and accomplished young woman. Born on June 17, 1989, in Leominster, Massachusetts, she had graduated summa cum laude from Boston University in 2011 and worked in New York City as an account manager for Google. That summer, she had returned home for a weekend visit with her mother, Rosanna, never imagining it would be her last. On Sunday, August 7, 2016, Vanessa left her mother's house around 1 p.m. to go for a run, a familiar route to her, along Brook Station Road. When she didn't return by 3 p.m., Rosanna began to worry. By that evening, police and search teams were combing the nearby woods. At 8:30 p.m., officers discovered Vanessa's body less than a mile from her home. She had been sexually assaulted, strangled, and partially burned. Evidence suggested her attacker had tried to destroy DNA using gasoline and insect repellent, but investigators still recovered a crucial sample from beneath Vanessa's fingernails. The brutality of Vanessa's death sent shockwaves through the close-knit community of Princeton, a place that hadn't seen a crime like this in over 30 years. Police asked residents to remain vigilant, warning that the perpetrator had likely sustained scratches and bruises during the struggle. The case quickly drew national attention, in part because of its similarity to another runner's murder just 5 days earlier, Karina Vetrano in New York City. However, investigators soon confirmed the two cases were unrelated. In the weeks that followed, police collected over 300 DNA samples, but none were a match. Detectives continued to search for leads, reviewing witness accounts. One reported seeing Vanessa at a local convenience store around 1 p.m., talking on her phone, the last confirmed sighting. Her phone shut off at 2:11 p.m., never to be turned on again. Another witness later came forward, describing a dark-colored SUV seen twice near the crime scene that afternoon, first with a man standing beside it on the phone, and later empty with the hood down. Using DNA phenotyping, investigators released a profile of the suspect, a Hispanic male, aged 20 to 35, of athletic build, and possibly with visible injuries, likely driving a dark-colored SUV. In March 2017, a sharp-eyed state trooper in Worcester spotted a vehicle matching the description, a black SUV driven by Angelo Colin Ortiz, a 31-year-old FedEx delivery worker originally from Puerto Rico. Colin Ortiz lived just 15 miles from Princeton and often drove routes through the area. Police visited his home and requested a DNA sample, which he provided voluntarily. Tests confirmed that his DNA matched the sample found under Vanessa's fingernails. Investigators learned he had purchased $5 worth of gasoline shortly after Vanessa's estimated time of death, likely in an attempt to destroy evidence. He was arrested in April 2017, charged with murder and aggravated assault, and held without bail. Colin Ortiz's defense team later argued that he had not fully understood his rights due to a language barrier, but a judge denied the motion to suppress the DNA evidence in 2022. That same year, after 6 years of legal delays, Colin Ortiz pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and unarmed robbery as part of a plea agreement, sparing Vanessa's family from the trauma of a lengthy trial. He was sentenced in October 2022 to life in prison, plus 20 years for the robbery charge, meaning he will serve at least 45 years before being eligible for parole. In a statement, Vanessa's family expressed both sorrow and relief, stating, "We are thankful and pleased that the trial ended the way we always wanted it to, that this man will now be in a place where he cannot hurt anyone the way he hurt Vanessa." Her father added powerfully, "Let's keep this monster off the streets. I'll be dead long before he gets a parole hearing." Vanessa Marcotte's death left a permanent scar on her community, but her memory continues to inspire. The Vanessa T. Marcotte Foundation, founded by her family, now works to empower women and teach safety awareness across the country, turning their unimaginable grief into a mission for change.